But getting back to this game that I never left.
And so what happens was that I'm learning now, even me at this age, quote, that just having a good team all over the country and being able to ride back through the town, either doing the same or doing better, going here, there, Phoenix, everywhere, just being busy, going where the towns call for where they eating at, and then to be able to go, and then to be able to go into town and terrorize the town and come in with the females that you went there with and come out with other brothers' females and just do this for so long. This is where the greatness, this is where the respect, this is where the hatred, this is where the is blessed, he's fortunate, he's sharp, he's smooth, you know. The women like that. You dig? I mean, man, this man been eating good, lasting for many years to come, you know. I mean, every time you see him, he's smiling, you know, and they got girls, it's hard to get in their business, you know. If he's 6, 7, 8, 9 deep, you might get moved to number 5, number 6, number 7. He don't even care about them, but the ones that's really putting the bread on the table is that number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, these are ones that if you can get there, we just get one of them, we can do like he do. We can eat like he eat. But at the same time, here's a brother with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are strong with the 5th one than it is with the first one. You know, what is he doing that we don't have? What is it? And so a lot of brothers had this philosophy, you know, quote, you know, getting the bra from the ghetto, quote, going to the bus stop, quote, going to the Greyhound bus stop, quote, going to the train station. That's cool to find a female and try to bring the sense to her about the game, quote. Well, you know, my girls mostly was educated. I had it paid for college girls, you know what I'm saying? Because I was taught if she can remember what the professor say, she sure can remember what I'm saying. Then I was taught, yeah. Real talk, man. Let's pop this. Real shit, man. You dig? And then I had the game to understand that try to catch a female that don't have a lot of curiosity. See, that's what they do wrong. Even to this day, they pick a girl that they like, that they see that they can't tame, but they so hungry for a woman, she's really in reality not the one. Curiosity, you know, you study and you learn a woman, you know, you watch her actions, you know, you see when she with you, is she going to look out the window at another car, look at somebody standing on the thing, or she's going to be paying attention to you. See, all these little signs that they do, you know what I'm saying? Then you have to sometimes play a little sneaky role to see how she performs when she's not around you. You need to learn your product, see? And so then, you know, then brothers be hungry. I go outside today and I see they done shared the game with a female, no disrespect, and ain't beautiful enough to be a lady of leisure. You know, she's not up to a quality part. So why did you bring her to the game? Because you was hungry. Now you mad at her because she can't make no money. Well, look at her. No disrespect, but look at her, my brother. You know, you should have left her alone. You know, she should have done something else. Now, don't get me wrong. Some friends of mine had some monsters that was pickpocketers, though. The cute girl stopped the car, and the monster turned the car over. You dig? Stuff like that there in the day, you know. And so a lot of these brothers got girls that shouldn't even be out there. You know, I come out in the morning, they still there. I come back at night, they still there. They ain't even got room money yet. Then you look at them, then you say, well, why did you ruin this black African-American sister's life knowing that, you know, look at the girl over there. Gorgeous. You know, look at the one down the street. Oh, my God. Look at the one next to you. Shit. What is this particular female going to do? The Mexican's going to come by offer her $5. You know, I mean, you know, she's something that I wouldn't try to bring to the game, to the street game. You know, females, this is a leisure game, you know, and sometimes it's good to have a quality woman. If she don't have the beauty, she got to have a conversation out of body. Something that she can get a man's attention, some conversation that she would need to have to bless herself, you know what I mean? And so a lot of brothers just, I see them every day, and they get mad at me because I say, well, why did you bring her to the game? And then you wonder why she's out here for 12 hours and she ain't even broke lock. You know, come on, man.
This some blessed shit that only a few should be blessed to get in. Yeah.
Exactly.
I wanted you to make it plain because, you know, a lot of people have some misunderstandings, and you know, it's been a lot of evangelism with the criticism on your name, you know, from a lot of people that really don't know you, and they got a lot of shit misconstrued. So I want you to give clarity on a lot of situations that's been spoke on. You got the floor to speak on it, and I also wanted you to make it plain, because of course when your name get brought up, the first name that get brought up, you know what I mean, of course, is Divine Brown. But what I want to be understood, I want these young people to have an outstanding understanding pertaining to you. I want them to know that one bitch didn't make you, and I want them to know that that was a lick that she hit, but prior to that, you was already on. That lick just put you more on. So a lot of people think that you probably was just, you know, part of the roster, you know, and that you wasn't a giant, you know, prior to that. You know what I mean? But and that's been misunderstood. They are under the impression that this bitch hit the lick and then Gangsta Brown was on top of the world, and it was never like that. So go ahead, bless him.
Let me correct that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me. It's very simple. So you know, all you had to do was do the research. You know, don't look at me for my good vegan health of staying fresh, young, and strong. Quote. I entered the game 73, 74. Divine Brown came into my life in 1990. Okay, I was already formed. I was already molded. I was already in with the best of them in my era as a youngster. When I was coming in the game at that time, quote, we all said that we were going to be in the game for life. We thought this gangster pimp game was going to be something that we was going to do for a lifetime at that time. So I was able to do my thing. See, I met her in 1990. She hit the Hugh Grant lick, June 27, 1995. So if they could count the years before she even come anywhere near me. See, I was riding my first Rolls Royce in 1990. I bought my second Rolls Royce in 1995. See, so I was already made, polished, limousines, Cadillacs, all the twos, the tailor-made suits, get my hair perm and hair done 3 times out of 7 days, all that way before she came. Now, when she hit that lick, that was another elevation of a brother in Hollywood, okay, Sunset Boulevard, okay, and a few of the homeboys that spoke on me had their story a little confused, a little wrong. You see, Shantae, see, I never bought a female a Rolls Royce, first of all, okay? The first one I bought was 1990, and the second one I bought was mine as well in 1995. I had a he and a she. I was one of the only brothers out of that open California that had 2 Rolls Royces from the womb, not the spoon, out of open California, okay? And then when I hit that lick, that elevated me to be internationally known, to travel all around the world, because this one beautiful green-eyed female, you heard I said beautiful green-eyed female, Divine Brown, was named
a black hole.
Divine Brown from Kitty Red. I never been married in the game, never, because I believe if you marry one, you marry them all. My homeboy, my understudy, who I shared the game with in 1979, 1980, K-Red, I named him K-Red, and then at that time we had the DMV hookup, and when they came back from DMV, he had named my girl Divine Brown. So they tried to put salt that I was married, quote. They tried to put salt. If it wasn't for her hitting that lick, I wouldn't have never been who I was. No. If you was there in the beginning, then you would know that was just an elevation of another lick that they had to deal with, of another great position for me to be able to say that I'm one of the brothers that came to Hollywood and was accepted, you know. And like one of the brothers said, that I was walking around with a briefcase of money okay, in Los Angeles, because I had so much money before that. It wouldn't fit in my pocket, so I had to carry it in the briefcase, and they was wondering what I was doing, and I could have got robbed, see? And like I always been holding back, and I always wanted to say, well, hey, you know, y'all didn't say anything was wrong with me walking around with a briefcase of money. Y'all didn't rob me. Nobody didn't rob me. I don't think it would have been a good idea because I was a gangster first. You know, funk coming from Oaktown was part of our raising like anybody else. You dig what I'm saying? So I was more accepted and dug in good in that Hollywood. That Hollywood was a blessing for me, regardless of where I went. I didn't have to really travel all over the world to eat, because if I could get to Sunset Boulevard or Hollywood, I was good to go because of the quality females that I had on my team that I worked with. See, I believe in the beautiful, gorgeous, game tight is more of a plus to me. That was my opinion. Because when a man rolled by and sees my girls, the other girls that wasn't as fortunate or not as beautiful had to wait till my girls was gone to even get a date. See? So they hide and don't mention the real.
Talk that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk your shit. Talk your shit, GB. Go ahead.
So, yeah, some brothers accept me, but they didn't really like me like that. Some of them respected me because I was able to eat good with the flavor that I had. See, I had a youngster call me yesterday and was like, I got 2 girls can work this town, and I got 2 girls that can't. And I just straight up told him, you have to go to where the ones can eat, where they can eat at. Everybody, because you riding 5 girls in one car, can't eat in the same town. Each town have a different flavor for a woman that you carry in your stable. You understand me? To be able to know where you can eat at. So it's for you as a man, as a player, to find that honey hole for her to be able to eat. You see? So what they don't like, quote, I'm registered in Hollywood. Hollywood bless the hell out of Gangsta Brown. You dig? I love Hollywood. I tell brothers, when I say I'm registered, that means that the whole Hollywood know, the rich, the poor, the Jews, whoever, know who I am. Now, if they want to say through Divine Brown, well, I say, okay. But check this out, brother. I took her shopping that day. I bought some red high heel shoes. I bought some red lipstick, and I got her hair done, and I set it down on the block where a bunch of brothers had beautiful women just like mine. There was other brothers that had just as beautiful women as mine, and that particular man liked the red shoes that she had on. She disobeyed what I said because I had room on Vermont at the Travel Lodge Inn, and she didn't go there like I told her. Because we had this thing where, you know, they was kidnapping girls and trying to kill girls, so we had to make sure that they go to a spot that they were safe. She broke the rules of what I said and went down the street and got busted. And they come to find out it was an actor. And that added another 100 points on my records, on the records. It added another 100 points on my, you know, on my legacy. You dig what I'm saying? So here I am, one of the brothers in the game. That woman, now other brother had licks. The girls got hit by a police car. The girls found the briefcase. The girls was able to get the drug boy and got him and things like that. Cool. You know, I'm not the only one, but I'm the one that called an actor at that time that put us on the map, put the Bay on the map, but also had Hollywood recognizing, and they loved me and they hate me. You feel what I'm saying? Was another part of me lasting then. See? And then here I am to this day. I'm still here. I'm still focused. I'm healthy. I'm good. You dig? I love the game. I wouldn't change it for nothing in the world. I understand the game. If I had the chance to do it all over again, they asked me, Gangsta Brown, what age would you like to be to do this again? I say between 18 and 35. See? Only thing I did wrong was didn't understand what time means on material things. See, you buy things and things happen. You buy houses and things happen. You did. So at the end of the day, I learned it's all about what you have left of what you bought when you was young to this day. You know, they hate me because I didn't drink. I didn't snort. I didn't do no drugs, none of that. Period. At all. They used to call me a square player. Players have to have coke. Player got to have some Hennessy. Drink. Well, brother, you do you, and I do me. You know, I don't need no drink for no false curse. The pimp. I don't need no help to talk to be able to approach a woman. Yeah, I'm focused all night, all day. See, that's why one of my books that I'm revamping, it did come out for a minute, then I re-pulled it back in. It's called "Their Job Was to Catch Me, My Job Was to Get Away." That earned me the title. Gangsta Brown, one of the best that ever did it and got away with it. Then my other book is "I Promise to Tell the Truth. The Game Was Good." And the only reason why I feel like I feel, and I'm very, very, very bitter, I had to watch what I say, because there was a lot of brothers that wasn't successful. There wasn't a lot of brothers that didn't last as long as they wanted to. There's a lot of brothers today that come up with me, have jobs on Social Security and SSI and all this shit. What I
Talk your shit.
From the game. See? I never had a job in my life, and I own shit. See? It started off owning something to get past the police while I'm driving a Rolls Royce, you see? So I opened up a limousine service in 1980, okay? I bought the first gangster limousine from one of the brothers out of Oakland named Felix Mitchell, one of the greatest hustler players gangster ever come out of Oakland, California. And I still have that same limousine that I bought in 1980. He bought it in 1978. He caught a Fed case in 1980. The feds took all the cars, turned it back to the car lot, and I bought it because it was a gangster car. I called it Felix Mitchell Gangsta Brown. So think about it. 1980. I was riding limousines because that was the only car that I could find at the time that could fit the girls that I had, was a limousine with the tinted windows. And then I had a driver. He would drive to different towns with the girls in the back behind the tinted windows. We were able to ease in different towns. So, you know, the game was deep. So all that played a part of lasting. A lot of brothers had Cadillacs, had heart. You know, they put the girls in the car, didn't tint the windows because they wanted to be seen, and the police see them as well. Sometimes they didn't make it to the town, and sometimes they got ran back out the town. You see what I'm saying? So for those to think that because that girl hit that lick in 1995, that was not my beginning. I had a long run, okay? Way before she came along. She was just an add-on that hit a lick that made it possible for me to be able to have the legacy of one of the great legacy from the street game.
I hope you guys live as long as you want and never want as long as you live, man. Y'all be blessed now.